Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. I'm sweaty and I've just done a workout, which is why I'm so sweaty. I am trying to get back on my bullshit and just like feel a bit more like me again, because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much been this whole year that I've just let it slide and slide and slide and slide. So I did come up with a plan to sort of end the year in as good a position as I could be, and I made a really detailed plan with daily trackers for October, November and December, and it's the 14th of October and I just remembered that today. So it's not going well, but today I have done a reel for Tilly Rymer, so that's over there. I've done a little bit of admin for Jingle and Joy. Please make sure you sign up if you haven't yet and if you want to take part. I've just done a workout, and then I need to get on with some freelance work. I need to catch up on Catober because I'm like 4 days behind, I think. So I need to sit and do some drawing, and yeah, I do have work today in 4 hours, but I'm just trying my hardest to just catch up a little bit, because it's so hard, isn't it, to strike a balance between like needing rest and then also not being able to achieve things, and then feeling worse because you're not achieving things but also your body's asking for rest. And that spiral is just kind of been continuous throughout this year. But it's not good because I'm in more pain. Like, looking at my year in pixels, my pain is every single day now, whereas it was like occasional at the start of the year. And yeah, I'm not eating very well, I'm not moving very much, my mobility is right down the pan again, and I worked so hard for a whole year to get it up, and yeah, I just need to be a bit nicer to myself. We'll cut to tomorrow when I'm on the couch being like, I can't do anything, I'm done. But yeah, yesterday I felt really I don't know, I woke up feeling unwell, and then I was just so overwhelmed. I just felt like every project slash work that I'm working on needed something from me at the same time, and I just felt very overwhelmed. But I feel better today. I managed to get bits done yesterday and I'm on a good track for today, so I'm gonna go have a shower and then I'm gonna come back, do a bit of freelance and do some drawing, so I'll meet you back here soon. Good morning, team. It is Thursday morning, Thursday the 16th, I want to say, and my god, I'm tired today. I've had like, I don't know how many days of not good sleep. I was actually just doing my urine pixels that you've just seen, and like there is a definite trend change on my sleep. Like, it was so good. I finally, like, if you don't know me, like last year and the year before I would get like 2 to 3 hours of night of sleep, and like I was doing so good, and now it's starting to creep down and I'm getting much more orange and yellow, which I'm not loving, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully it picks back up again. Anyway, all that to say is that I'm just not feeling very with it today, but I've got a lot to get done. The main thing I want to do today is film the flip through of the Self-Employed Bestie planner. I don't have to film the whole thing because we're doing it as a collab video, so we've divided it up into sections that we will each look at, and then I'm gonna edit the whole thing together. But I don't normally do like the top down studio lights videos. I used to do them. I used to do on my other channel, Rymer Plans. I haven't been on there for probably 3 or 4 years. I think it was, can't remember, I think it was 2022 that I stopped. But I used to do weekly plan with me's and stuff, but I haven't done that style of video for at least 3 years, so I need to like dig out studio lights, see if I can get a nice little setup going on. I'll probably do it in the living room with the coffee table. But one thing I do want to share is that these are my little colouring books. So I have opened it just to see what the package was, but I thought we'd properly go through it together. And by the way, I had a glance and they are small, but hopefully that means they'll be really cute for stocking fillers. So this little guy is the 12 days of Cozy Christmas. So obviously front cover and back cover, super cute. I won't go through the whole thing because in my last video I showed you every picture, but like here's a little flip through. So I'm gonna be putting these up as £5 just as little stocking fillers, and I hope they do better than my previous colouring books. I did talk about this before, I can't remember if it was this week or last week, but I'm gonna be reducing my other colouring books to £5 as well, to try and recoup. Like, it will be a loss overall, but I want to try and recoup some of the money and some of the space in my house. So yeah, I'm very excited with these though. I think I ordered 30, so I've got, there's a good chunk of them, but they're just so small and compact, so they'll be brilliant for stocking fillers, like I say, and a lot easier for me to store at home as well. So my list is looking a little bit long today. I want to spend some quality time with my son because it's the school holidays and I was working, or am working, 6 out of 7 days this week. So today's my one day off and I want to make sure I do something with him. I was going to do laundry, but I don't think I'm going to have time. I need to film the video I just talked about. I'm making my first of the year big pot of soup today because it's starting to get cold out, and it's nothing better than a nice hearty soup on a cold day. And then the rest of it is like designing work. I think I'm probably going to launch those bullet journal stickers that I showed previously. Was it this week or last week? I think it, either way, I think I'm gonna launch them on the 24th. So the time you're actually seeing this video, if you're watching it the day it goes live, this is launch day. So if you want to see the flip through that I'm about to film, go back and watch my previous video before this, because that will have gone up 2 days before the launch. But if you're watching this now, it means, unless you're watching it at the very moment that this video comes out, maybe I'll change. My videos normally come out at 5, but today I think I'm going to do it at 6. So if you're watching this now, it means the Self-Employed Bestie Planner is out. And you can get it from my website, rymermade.com, or tillyjournals.com. And I am very excited and overwhelmed because I've just realised how much work I have to do. Oh god. So I think I should probably crack on, stop freaking out, and I'll catch up with you soon. It was such a ball ache. I didn't do a workout today, and it doesn't even matter because I just did one trying to set that up. Oh my god. So the tripod is as big as it will go. It's as big as it will go, and I basically had to move the table up to here and wedge the back of the tripod down in the couch, and then it actually broke. Let's not look at all my blanket mess. So it actually like fell apart at the last moment. Luckily I'd finished filming. I don't know, my hopes are that I'll be able to crop it right down. I'm gonna go look now. If not, I'm gonna have to film that all again, and I will do it from like a aesthetic angle for a bit of contrast. But I feel really drained after that. So I'm really hoping I don't have to do it again. It wasn't the filming, it was the setting up. It was horrendous. I just don't have the stuff to set up that I used to have. So let's go find out. I am exhausted. So basically I've put it into Procreate just to check this will be good. And not Procreate, Premiere Pro. And I've put a mask on that. So we're gonna see what it looks like once it's finished processing the tracking thing. I'm gonna do some drawing. And guess what? I've broken my camera. I've broken the viewfinder, so I can't actually see myself to know if I'm in frame right now. It's been on its last legs for a while, so I knew it was gonna happen, but now one half of it is completely detached, and if it slips, my footage goes upside down, so not great. So I've got some edits to do on a picture that I've got to do, a custom that I did for someone. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm thinking I'm gonna release the Bujo bits. I probably said this. Gonna release the Bujo bits, the frames and stuff. Today for you. Today for you. Tomorrow for me. So I'm gonna finish those up because I got like the book Tetris done on the square things. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm so drained. I got the square sticker sheets done. I need to do my standard size sticker sheet. Was what I was saying. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, it's not looking good. So, last night I was trying to sort the footage, and basically, like, I got it all cropped and zoomed in and stuff, but it just, the quality just isn't amazing, and it's going to be contrasted with Tilly's footage, obviously. Yeah, it's going to be contrasted with Tilly, so I don't want there to be like an obvious drop in quality. I've tried like various tutorials and stuff to try and get it looking good, but basically it just looks a little blurry, but when I sharpen it more it looks fake. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bin that, and then I'm gonna have to refilm it, but I'm not going through that again. So we've agreed that I will do it from a different angle, and maybe it will add a bit of variety and visual interest to the video. So just gonna give one more try on a couple of things, and then I'm gonna have to admit defeat, and I'm going to have to go and refilm the video and talk through the planner again. Otherwise, I haven't really got loads on. Got no orders outstanding. I did some edits that you'll see me do some yesterday. Someone asked me for a picture in the style of Charlie Brown. Let me find the finished picture. I just got an email that a book I reserved is available. It is The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. Someone who I did a Bob's Burgers style portrait for 5 years ago. I did that on Etsy. She's in America. I've closed my Etsy now, so she remembered me from 5 years ago and found me online and messaged me and asked me if I could do another portrait for her, but this time in the style of Charlie Brown. So I'm gonna hold this picture up. I can't see because I've broken my camera. I can't see if you can see this. So if you can't, I will edit a picture in and put it in, but this is how the finished picture looked. So I'm very excited for that. Actually, I'm not going to show you because it might be a Christmas present. But take my word for it though, it's really good. And my husband said he wants a family portrait of all of us in a Charlie Brown style now that he knows that I can do it. I need to catch up on my Catober drawings because I'm like 3 days behind, I think. Not massively, but just 3 days. And then I just need to decide if I want to release anything else next week. Obviously planners, and then I'm going to do book Tetris and A to Z book challenge, and then those are going to be in square and standard sizes. Then I'm going to do a standard sheet of just, I think it's 30 or 36 books, just plain book stickers that you can, you know, use for tracking or whatever. And then I might release my journal frames now just because they're ready and they don't really fit in with what I've got planned for the December launch, because I have actually already thought of the name and like a theme. It's gonna be very like kind of Valentine's leaning, love themed, and more like cartoony, I guess. So the journaling stuff doesn't really fit into that. But yeah, so I might just bring all the journaling stuff that I've got ready out next week. But in terms of actually work to do, Rymermade wise, the only thing I have to do is the listing for the new planner. However, in my work as a virtual assistant, I have other work to do ahead of planner launch next week, so I need to crack on with that. And then I also do a freelance role that I've got some work to do on that today, and then I have work, like my main job, later on. You can see why I need the Self-Employed Bestie Planner to help me structure my day, because a lot of the time I feel very lost. So I'm gonna crack on. I'm going to refilm those bits, and I think I'm gonna say goodbye to you now so that I can just concentrate. It's Friday now. I want to get this video scheduled, edited and scheduled for next week. I'll do that probably over the weekend. And yeah, I will leave it there. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry my vlogs since I've come back have been a bit shorter. I know I used to get comments a lot saying they loved how long my vlogs were, but honestly I just don't have loads going on, or I do have a lot going on but not shop wise, so there's not a lot I can film for you. Next month I have 2 craft fairs, so there will be a little bit more there. She says, knowing that the last 2 craft fairs she did, she forgot to take the camera, or not, didn't use the camera. So yeah, it's been a bit of a week. We get through, we move, we're fine. Leave me a comment of a love heart in your chosen favourite colour down below, and I will talk to you guys next week. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're watching this on the 24th, happy launch day. And let me know if you got a Self-Employed Bestie planner, either from me at rymermade.com or from tillyjournals.com. And make sure you join our Patreon if you want to be part of our weekly and monthly calls. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye!